안녕하세요. 오늘 해볼 게임은요, 치킨폴리스 인투 더 하이브 이어서 해보도록 하겠습니다. 저번에 그 거미여왕 만나고 나서 이제 여기 있는 폭력파 집단이 왕국의 지원을 받고 있다는 의혹을 여왕께서 제기를 했습니다. 그래서 이제 그 진상을 파헤치는 단계일 것 같은데 어떻게 진행되는지 한번 보도록 할게요.
Because
A few years ago, when you brought down the Wessler Empire, everything that has happened is on you.
sorry, but I don't quite get it.
We think you do, Mr. Featherland. You're not as bird-brained as you make out. Your heartbeat gives you away.
Look, Your Majesty, I have nothing to be ashamed of. We did what we had to do.
If the Wessler Empire hadn't collapsed, all those new gangs wouldn't have risen from the ashes. Gangs like the Clan, clamoring for power to this day, forcing the city back into the Dark Ages.
Wessler was a lunatic who needed to be stopped.
레슬러는 막아야 됐다.
Mick is another psycho.
닉도
who's gonna be
체포되어야
caught.
된다.
Simple as that.
Is it really that simple?
Always is.
We can't decide if you're just saying that, or if you really believe what you say, which is quite rare.
I'm happy to be the exception that proves the rule, Your Majesty. I've got what I wanted, for now.
Hey,
주인공
buddy.
목소리들 다 좋아.
Change of outfit?
Huh? What the fuck are you clucking about?
Honestly, I don't mind you not having that ugly rifle.
What's the chick talking about?
Marty, he's not...
I think the suit's a bit much. Somehow it's not for your kind.
What do you mean, not for my kind?
Marty, I think they're brothers.
Oh, so he and the guy upstairs are twins?
Well done, Marty. You deserve a cookie.
Sorry, good sir. We didn't mean to offend.
Will you get the cluck out of here?
On our way.
브루투스.
So you are two brothers, right?
Huh? What? Nah,
Well, then,
we are not two brothers. There are
72명.
72 of us.
That's quite a family.
your mom must have been a real angel.
What?
And tell me, big boy, you all work in this line of work?
바퀴벌레가 번식력이 좋긴 하지만
Well, you know, how can I say this?
He means, are you all criminals?
Do you really want to get beaten up that badly? What the hell are you, suicide chickens?
Funny, your brother asked the same thing.
Just get the cluck out of here.
Pleasure talking to you.
또 얘기해야지.
Anything else?
Oh no, nothing. We're going.
틸마르, 얜 누구야?
Who do my eyes see?
The one and only Phil Marlowe, private Hawkeye and professional boozer. What's this old featherhead doing here?
Looks like we're not the only lost fowl in the hive.
Not counting that weirdo pianist, of course.
Did we say hi?
Sure we do. I need to know what he's up to. He might even be in similar shoes to ours.
비슷한 상황일지도 모르지.
That would be almost like a crossover episode.
A what?
Never mind.
틸마르.
Oh no, I think I'm hallucinating.
You're not hallucinating, Phil. We're standing here in front of you, in all our feathered glory.
That's my clucking luck. Even in the hive, I can't get away from you two.
We're your living conscience, pal.
And what does my conscience tell me?
To stop drinking?
The pot calling the kettle black?
Fair enough.
Shut up, Marty. Not today.
우리 좀 다물어.
So, are you on a little investigation?
What else would I be doing in the hive? Do I look like I belong here?
No. Actually, almost hurts to say it out loud, but you look pretty good.
Thanks, sweetheart. By the way, if you're so interested,
햇동구리
there's a gang of
갱단.
dung beetles who broke into the local sewage treatment plant and stole some high-quality manure.
Is there such a thing as high-quality manure?
Son, if you only knew. Here, manure is sometimes worth as much
가끔은
as
금과
gold.
같은
You
가치를
know what? We
갖지.
don't need the details.
But I do.
And you? What are you doing here? Are you being teased by some hot she-cat?
Never again, Phil. Never again.
I can understand that. Well, make yourselves at home, if you can. They don't like our kind around here.
You don't say.
I'm surprised you still have feathers.
Yeah, it's a small miracle.
작은 기적이지.
Listen, Filmar, for someone who looks like shit,
How do I look so damn good?
funny, but something like that.
If you must know, I have a very rich and powerful benefactor. I get most of my cases from him.
후원자한테서
You're a
사건
paid
의뢰를
private
받는다고?
detective now, or more like domestic detective.
Laugh if you want, but you'll never make as much dough as I do. And my caseload isn't that demanding.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just be careful, boys. I might come after you again.
What do you mean again?
Oops, I talk too much. Leave me alone to drink and get lost.
Well, it's good to see you too, Phil. Are you here for an audience with the Queen?
I've already met her, but I got the impression she's not too keen on Clavillian private eyes.
주변을 들쑤시는 걸 별로
Yet she
좋아하지 않나.
tolerates your presence.
It's that indelible charm of mine, Sonny. But how could you possibly know that?
Yeah, my kind of charm doesn't belong here.
Now get out of here, cluckers. I'm trying to work.
Looks like real hard work, Phil.
Martin.
I know, shut up. I'm used to it.
얘는 얘 낙서가 왜 팬티야?
Listen, Phil. You know Frank Castellini.
프랭크를 알고 있나?
Everybody knows him around here.
반팔이
Why?
프랭크죠.
Well, I think he overreached himself a little and got into a tussle with the Golden Fang clan.
Well, rest in pieces, Frank. You were a great insect. Let's drink to that.
Don't be silly, Phil. He's still alive. At least we hope he is. But maybe not for long.
네, 손을 쓰지 않으면 죽을
I
거다.
heard he had a case involving the closing of the
섬유
textile
공장
factory,
폐쇄.
but that's all I know.
Yeah, we heard about that too. Strange. But thanks anyway.
I hope you find him still alive. He's a good guy.
How
뚱지.
come you're drinking so casually in the middle of the hive? We almost got hanged on the first lamppost when we got here.
Me too. But my client has pretty good connections here, so I've had a sort of license to fly.
Speaking of licenses, do you even have one? I mean, real proper permission to enter the hive.
What? No, of course not. What do you take me for, an idiot?
Well, he's got a point.
I hope you didn't have too much of a struggle getting one.
Shut up, both of you.
스카프.
Sorry, Phil, but what's that thing on your neck?
뭐야, 스카프요?
It's called a scarf. In high society, it's worn wrapped around the neck or just
상류층.
thrown over the shoulder. It's great
패션
for keeping
송-
the neck warm, but it's also used as a fashion accessory.
I know what a scarf is, jackass. What's it doing on you? That's way too, delicate for you.
It was given to me by someone
선물 받은
very
거야?
important to me. Let that be enough.
Ah, so there's a girl involved.
I never said that.
Well, what then?
Will you get the cluck out of here already?
Okay, don't be so jumpy.
I think it's a nice scarf. Really?
Fuck off.
머리가 지프의 꼬리에 대해 알고 있니? 꼬리가 실종됐다고 했죠.
Zip has lost something very dear to him. Have you heard anything about it?
Actually, it's a pretty rough story. Mick Goldfang ripped it off with his own
황금 송곳니
hand.
니기
That's what
뜯어버렸다.
Zip was referring to, though he wouldn't go into details.
I don't blame him.
Any idea where we can find it?
You guys really want to get that thing back?
The old trash panda got us out of a lot of trouble over the years, and we did the same for him. Kind of a habit between us.
All I know is that Mick doesn't always keep it on him. But he
이게 항상
does have a
착용하고
secret
다니진 않는다.
headquarters somewhere in the hive. So there's a good chance that's where the stray body part's gonna be.
Thanks, Phil. That sounds like an exceptionally useful tip.
Well, I'm glad I could help. Now you might as well cluck off.
Good evening to you, too.
One more thing, Sonny. What I said, you didn't hear it from me.
Stop treating us like day-old chicks, Phil. We never even met you.
That's the spirit. Good bird.
바로 그거야. 새로운 단서 얻었습니다. 프랭크에 거처할 수 있다. 자, 여기서 다 했나요? 다 둘러봤나?
I don't want to get drunk.
신규 화제. 맞다. 얘를 이제 몸과 마음을 치유해줘야 돼요. 이제 미니 퀘스트 같은 게 있습니다. 오직 기적만.
Hey, old bird. We spoke to the queen.
Ah, good for you. She'll welcome you back if you stop drinking and heal your hands somehow.
Well, easy for you to say. Nice outlook, but it would take a miracle doctor to do that. Someone who knows bones and medicine almost like some ancient shaman or something. Someone who's not even afraid of the other side. The occult, even. Someone who...
Who?
누구?
I think we're on the same page here, Boss Bird.
Yeah. Boobo.
부부.
Who?
Exactly. You'll find out soon enough, pal. Just hang on tight. We'll be back.
So be it, Boss Bird.
Hey, only this meat wagon can call me that, okay?
Okay, whatever.
whatever.
But really, should we not tell him?
등에 칼이
Fine
꽂혀
directive,
있어.
Marty. We do not...
Is that in the handbook? I should read that sometime.
After 20 years, forget it. If you've survived this long, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
등에 칼이 꽂혀 있죠. 말하지 맙시다 그냥. 안녕 카스트로.
What? Need something?
No, we're good for now, thanks.
물어봐야지. 형제 있니?
We met your brother.
Which one? There's a few.
Just as cute as you are, only he's got a stick instead of a gun.
Oh, yeah. Brutus.
브루투스.
The brains of the family.
Really? Wow, I never guessed that.
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
Nothing at all.
Yeah. I'm watching you, chicken shits.
닭대가리. 안녕?
Oh, you again. You're still alive. That's good to see. Did you find out what you wanted?
원하는 건
As a matter
찾았나?
of fact, we did. It's a surprise to us too, but maybe more than we wanted.
That's really good to hear. But still, you know, a lot of the truth that comes out of the hive is unlikely to be
음지에서만
true
진실인
anywhere else.
일들이
I
있다.
don't get that.
I think I do. Different laws, different rules, different truths.
As the top detective says.
Thanks, Bart. We'll keep that in mind.
이거 거미 공포증 같은 거 있는 사람은 참 하기 힘들 것 같아요. 원래나. 등에 칼 꽂혀 있잖아. 어쩔 거야 이거. 저희 알 바는 아닌 것 같습니다. 자, 홍골매네요. 오랜 라이벌인데 이제 친구라고 불러야 할지도 모르겠다. 주인공은 경찰했지만 얘는 사설 탐정을 했다. 검은 과부거미, 바퀴벌레, 카카푸. 프랭크 먼저 찾자. 프랭크 먼저 찾자. 이게 메인 퀘스트인 건가? 부부한테 말을 걸어서 할 수 있나 봐야 된다는 거죠. 그 다음에 프랑크한테 먼저 가볼까. 부부가 누구였지? 잠시만. 아, 얘 나 수리부엉이 맞다. 검시관 겸 야매 의사로 활동하고 있거든요. 얘를 어디서 보지? 얘 튜토리얼에서만 보지 않았나? 아, 소니 아파트 못 가. 클로빌. 이게 뭐 이거 그건 것 같습니다. 지도가 꽤 크네 생각보다. 클로빌, 골든시티, 샬바 디스트릭트. 여기로 갑시다. 프랭크의 것처럼.
Cluck, I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, me too.
What now?
We're going in. We're gonna find Frank alive and well.
Great plan. Can I bring Bertha? What? I swear I won't shoot you with it. Again?
Oh, thanks, partner.
다시는요?
That's real nice.
쏜 적 있다는 얘기잖아.
At least not on purpose.
What?
What? Nothing.
보이로?
Are you ready?
No, but who cares, right?
Right. Let's go.
Let's go.
Just when you thought you were prepared for everything. Well, we weren't. It was dark. Then, as our eyes slowly adjusted to the lack of light,
뭐야?
we saw him. Ah, damn it, Frank.
Douse me with nectar and light me with fire. If it isn't the bloody chicken, please.
Hello, Frank.
프랭크
How are you feeling?
살아있네.
You know, Sonny, we insects breathe through little holes anyway. So I just got more air in my windpipes, right?
Stop talking, Frank. We'll get you out of here and you'll be fine.
Hell you will. You always were an incurable optimist, Marty. You can see your way out of a ship that's both on fire and sinking, eh?
Well, actually, that really happened once.
Listen, Frank. Who did this?
Not
뭐 이랬지?
just who, Sonny. It's who and why.
Well, then who and why?
Oh, damn it, man. It hurts like hell.
I know, buddy. I know. But
Now listen. And keep your non-existent ears pointed.
존재하지 않는 길을 세우라고.
Frank,
Oh, fuck.
Come on, Frank. What were you gonna say?
We are meat.
what's that, Frank?
Cluck, he's delirious.
No, you idiots. Don't you understand? Meat is us.
I understand, but
Ah, he's talking nonsense, Sonny.
미트가 그 가공육이거든요. 대체육.
Light. I see the fucking light. It's here.
Don't go there, Frank, please.
It's really bright.
Frank,
Fucking hell.
Frank.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's over.
I know.
Meat is us.
What the hell does that even mean?
끝이야.
I
죽었어?
don't know, Marty, but
좀 더 빨리
we're
오지.
gonna find out.
And if we end up like this?
Frank dug something up he shouldn't have, and he spat in somebody's face. Somebody who shouldn't be messed with.
I know that formula.
Yeah, me too.
So?
Let's take a good look around. Maybe we can figure out exactly what Frank was talking about. May the great wild ones rest his soul.
Or the big bright light or whatever they call it. Anywho, farewell, buddy.
Come on, let's get to work.
일을 시작하자. 소파. 그런.
Ah, feathers. What do we do with them now? Call the police?
Not yet.
Sonny, the rules, the big book.
You're kidding me, right?
Of course I'm kidding. I love breaking the rules.
Joking aside, we need to know more before we make this case official. You know, our colleagues would just bag him, clean the place up, and be done with it. I mean, he was just a bug.
They wouldn't even open a file on him.
It's unlikely.
So, what now?
We know someone who can help.
Oh, no, you don't mean him, do you?
Yes, I do. Bubo.
부보.
Well, the old ex-coroner
아, 부보 만나러
owes us a
갔네.
few favors.
Ugh, don't we owe him a few?
Well, it's basically the same thing.
Okay, so we're gonna cruise around with a clucking dead body?
No. We're bringing Bubo here. Once he's examined him, we'll give Frank a proper burial. Don't worry. But first, we have to finish what he started. And we gotta leave no trace that we were ever here.
Like ghosts.
Exactly.
Chicken ghosts. Or ghost chickens.
아니명 유령닭?
Oh yeah, I'm finished.
났어요.
Clucking feathery head.
You took the word right out of my beak, partner.
How long have we known the old bug?
I don't know, 10 years, something like that.
I was just a chick back then. A greenhorn little snot next to you.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Fond memories.
Yeah, we had some.
Well, rest in peace, Frank. May the great light shine upon you. Although I
위대한
don't know
빛이
if
이제
you were
곤충
religious or not.
인간들의
I
뭔가
think Frank only believed
신앙
in
같은
one
겁니다.
thing. The truth.
Wow. That was nice.
I can be nice.
Yeah, sure. Clucking feather.
You took...
How?
Yeah,
Well,
I think...
wow.
I can...
Yeah. There's nothing here. Did Frank eat anything at all?
This case seems to have wiped everything else from his mind. I was like that once.
Once? You've been living like that since I've known you. Speaking of which, what do you eat?
What do I eat? Ah, give me a break.
But seriously, I've known you for 20 years and I don't know if I've ever
뭘
seen
먹는
you
모습을
eat.
본 적이
I
없어요.
might be a vampire rooster.
An energy vampire, more like.
불만 있는 닭소리. 편지도 있네요.
Look, there's something interesting here. A letter. Should we read it?
Can't hurt Frank now, can it? And anyway, it's been opened already.
Perfect argument.
Now, let's see.
Let's see.
Everything here is covered in it. Old newspaper articles, ancient files.
한번 볼까요? 젤리나라는 여성이 쓴 편지. 비밀 발견, 비밀 단서를 하나 발견했습니다. 당신이 해주신 일에 대해서는 아무리 감사를 드려도 모자랄 거예요. A비자에서 보내는 삶은 정말 멋져요. 다들 절 반겨주려고 친절하거든요. 아주 좋은 남자 한 명 만났어요. 엄마와 둥지에서 그늘에서 벗어나 이만한 자유 누려본 적은 정말 처음이에요. 언제나 당신의 은혜를 잊지 않으며 친구로 남을게요. 젤리나. 뭐 이런 식으로 뭐 비밀이 풀린다는 건가? 약간 돌려보면은 얘도 있거든요, 비밀이. 그러면 이런 얘들도 얘는 그건 아니고 나중이면 나중에 알 수 있겠죠.
Zelina.
That must be the Spider Queen's daughter. So,
Frank helped her escape the Hive and Clawville.
seems like it. Wait. For the Great Wild Ones, if the Queen finds out about this, she'll have us hanged.
Well, she can't hurt Frank now, but she can hurt us. Who knows how she'll react to this news?
And we made her a promise. So, what do?
We have two
맞아?
options. We tell her the truth, or we lie to her. Simple as that.
I don't like either.
Welcome to the real world, buddy boy. All tough decisions, no reward.
젤리나라는 여왕의 딸이
This is
도망갔나
not
보네요.
a good sign.
No, it's not.
Had he gone mad? I mean, was someone or something driving him crazy?
He was completely consumed by what he was working on. And I'm afraid that's what led to his death.
Shit.
Chicken shit.
바깥. 여기서 얻을 수 있는 정보는 얻은 것 같습니다. 다.
Maybe later.
Do you think it has a little table and chairs and a tiny toilet?
For the love of the wild ones, Marty, shut the cluck up.
Okay, jeez.
It's like the hive is infected with...
그럼 부부를 어떻게 가야 되지? 부부가 여기 있다. 부부 의원. 공동묘지 다시 한번 가볼까요? 엉클 조한테
Hey,
알았다.
Joe, we met the Queen.
Oh, good for you. And you still have feathers. That's a surprise. A surprise for sure.
We take that as a compliment.
Well, you can take it as you like for all I care. And did you get what you wanted, Sir Chickens?
We did, and even more.
Oh, all good things, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, welcome to the Hive, Cluckers. Every day here is full of lovely, sweet surprises. And misery.
Yeah, we can see that.
그건 알겠더군요.
So, we're going.
You do that. It's not good for you here.
We still might come back, old bug.
Fine by me. Cremation or burial.
취향하고는 자신의 가장 큰 보물이 딸이었나 보네요. 말해줘야 되나? 가기 전에 둥지 둘러서 말해봅시다. 편지를 줘보죠.
Let's go.
뿅.
Down to the hole.
그러면 되나?
What do we owe the pleasure
된다,
of yet
된다.
another visit, gentlemen?
We went to Frank's.
And how's the good Mr. Private
죽었어.
Eye doing?
Well, he's been better. He's dead.
Oh, we're sorry to hear that.
Really? You don't seem very surprised. In any case, he had something that might interest you about your daughter.
About our... We beg your pardon. Is this true? Tell us what you know.
아닌 걸
Immediately.
말해. 나 좋은 경찰, 나쁜 경찰, 중립. 전 좋은 경찰이
Frank
될
helped
겁니다.
her escape. Your daughter is in Averia.
Is that so? In Averia?
We found a letter from
Iveria.
your daughter thanking Frank for helping her get out of her prison. And she describes how happy she is in Averia.
How happy?
Your Majesty, your daughter is free now, and she does seem happy. Why don't you just
행복해 보여.
let her go?
Like you did, Detective.
What?
You haven't seen your daughter in years because you
딸이
don't
있었어?
want to. Have you?
That's
그래 이혼했죠 얘. 이혼했어.
Really?
이혼하고 지금 알코올 중독자였다가 이제 50살
What we
된
do with
스탁입니다.
this information is our business.
아 지금은 술 끊었다
But you
했어.
have fulfilled our bargain, so we will do the same.
meaning?
If you have any trouble with the Golden Fang clan or any other criminal
해영 거미줄이 너를
organization,
지원하마.
you have the support of the Great Web.
오.
We give you our royal word.
That's good enough for me. Though to be honest, I hope I never have to ask for your help.
Let's hope you're right.
도전 과제. Find out what happened to Zelaida's daughter. 아 됐네요. 근데 단서를 하나 못 찾았네. 퀘스트는 깼는데. 그런 단서가 또 남아있어. 아무튼 이제 부부한테 갑시다.
Good old Dr. Bubo. He used to be a coroner at the station, but he was fired a couple of years ago. Too many organs and chemicals disappeared while the old bird's secret lab just kept growing and growing. Since then,
비밀
the place has
실험실이
become a
계속
kind of
성장해.
backstreet clinic, frequented by criminals and bent cops. I can't count how many times we've been stitched up by the old owl. Of course, we never asked for anesthetic. We were too scared of losing an organ or two when we woke up, if we woke up. So it's mostly
과거의
pain
환상적인
that comes to
경리학자였다.
mind. Are you ready?
Can anyone ever be ready for him?
Well, not really.
Well, let's get this over with.
Hey, Bubo, you old owl.
Ooh, I really didn't need you guys. Shot, cut, burn, or what? Spit it out quickly. I'm having a bad day.
It's nighttime, Bubo.
Day, night, night, day, who cares? It doesn't make any difference for me. So, what do you want?
What if we just wanted to say hello to an old friend?
Yeah, and I'm the featherless holy virgin swan.
Okay. There are a few things you might be able to help us with.
Have you been in a no-go zone again?
Something like that.
그런
There's this
거지.
case that takes us to some pretty dark and strange places.
There's always a case with dark and strange places.
Have you heard of the distant light?
Woohoo! In the hive. You're not messing
Whoa.
around, are you? Okay. I'm interested in this one. Just a little.
So, can we ask you a few questions?
Since you're already here. But don't take too deep a sniff. I spilled some chemical, and the truth is, I don't even know what it was. If we're lucky, we'll just get a little stoned.
What a prospect. No coffee?
You don't want to drink the coffee I drink, Marty, my boy. Trust me.
Okay.
오케이. 군
All
캐비닛.
legal stuff, right, Doc?
Of course, Sonny. You want my permission, perhaps?
You know what? Yes, please.
You're bluffing, and so am I. So we can end this conversation right here.
You old geezer.
You wrinkled old cock.
Ooh, can I play this too?
No.
안 돼.
For all the illegal stuff in here, the old owl could get life in prison.
감옥을 보낼 수 있어. 하지만 신경 쓸 것 같지 않고.
Remember the last time you lay here while I held your hand?
You mean the time you shot me and then had to hold me down on the bed so I wouldn't
엉덩이에서
break your
탄환을
neck while
꺼내는
Bubo was
동안.
removing your pellets from my ass?
Memories are so much more fun in retrospect, aren't they?
We'll see how you remember the Laura incident later.
Hey, why'd you bring that up?
Because I'm mean, and I enjoy it. Bubo's operating room and weird
들어갈 이유는 없어.
laboratory.
아, 딴 데로 이어지는 건가?
Wait, don't touch it, Sonny.
What? I wasn't going to.
Who knows what kind of ancient, dark voodoo pathogens breed here?
Voodoo pathogens? You haven't been snorting Bubo's secret medicine again, have you?
No, never again. That night I'll never forget.
Neither will the poor orangutan.
이상한 오랑우탄은 또 누구야? 부부, 일어나.
So, ask your silly detective questions. Can't you see I have 100 things to do?
Well, no, not really.
Sonny always has some silly detective questions. He's really good at that.
And you could be better at shutting the cluck up.
Ooh, I miss this so much.
신규 화제.
I don't have all night chickens. Ask me your questions and get out of here.
Okay, no need to dissect us right away.
ZZZ.
Corpses are disappearing from the cemetery in the hive, Bubo. Have you heard anything about this?
You're asking me of all people?
We know you were deep in the Clawville organ trade in the past. We're not here to judge.
Well, I am.
Those times are history, okay? I'm off the organs or any other body parts. I've been clean for 7 years.
7년?
Okay, that's not why we're here. Have you heard anything about the disappearances?
Afraid not. But if I ever get any salesmen peddling insect organs knocking on my door, you'll be the first to know.
Thanks. You are a
피아니스트의 손.
master of bones, old man.
Ooh, thank you very much. If you gotta break 'em or fix 'em, look for old Bubo.
What a slogan.
We have a friend who has a badly broken hand, a pianist from the hive. Do you think you could fix it?
I can't tell you anything offhand, but get the guy, or at least his hand, and I'll see what I can do.
That's it? No, you have to do something for me in return?
Oh, you're right, Marty boy.
Marty.
마치
So, since you're going to the hive, speak to the queen for me. I want an audience.
Why would you want to speak to the queen?
That's my secret, okay? That's all I ask. Deal?
Deal. And the pianist will be sent here.
So be it.
The
프랭크.
truth is, we're not here to chat.
What a stunning surprise.
Remember Frank? Frank Castellini?
The three-toothed walrus guy?
No, but almost.
Oh, yeah. I know. The one-eyed jaguar with that ridiculous squeaky voice.
What? No, don't be silly.
Then I don't know who. Tell me.
The horned beetle detective from the hive.
Ah, you mean half-armed Frank.
반팔이
Why don't you say
프랭크.
so? What's with that poor bugger? He owes me $20.
Well, you're not getting that 20 back anytime soon.
I knew that son of a bum would run away.
He's dead.
Oh.
오.
Oh, indeed. And we need you to examine him.
Here we go. I knew you'd drag me into some crazy suicide scenario. But no. The answer is no. I don't do bugs.
원래는
You
취급하지 않아.
don't do bugs. What are you, a buggist?
No, you
Buggist.
fucking duck. But as much as it may not seem like it, I like to live. And I'd still like to be doing it in the future.
Come on, old bird.
Anyone who's been involved in insect issues since the Segregation Act won't last long. It's just the way it is. And your two pretty eyes ain't gonna change that, Martin.
So I have pretty eyes?
Look, buddy boy, I don't need this shit. But Frank was our friend. He
이런
was
일에
your
끼어들고
friend
싶지
too,
않아.
or something.
Is that a yes?
No, that's a
But fine. Okay, bring him here.
시체를 여기까지
and
가지고
I'll
오라고?
check him out.
What? Bring him here?
What did you think? That I was gonna dissect someone in a dark little hole in the hive?
Clock in hell. Okay.
Okay,
맞다고요?
We'll get his body.
fine. And hurry. But also make sure he's out of here without a trace.
We will, Bubo. And thanks. We owe you one.
Don't say that yet, Sonny. Something tells me it's gonna be a long, long night.
Well, I wasn't planning on going home anyway.
뭔가 다른데. 먼저 미트부터
There's
하죠.
this new meat substitute. It's called MEAT. Do you know anything about it?
A little too salty for my taste, but otherwise it's really good.
That's not what I mean. Something more scientific.
I don't know what it's made of, but it's not meat. And it still tastes deceptively like meat. Like chicken.
Chicken? How do you know what chicken tastes like?
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to, Marty boy.
Have you ever had it tested? I mean, under laboratory conditions.
Why would I do that? But if you get some, I might as well do it.
난 닭고기만
For a
좋아하지 않는데.
price, of course.
That's what we're
닭고기
gonna
맛이
do.
난다? 근데
Good for
닭고기
you.
맛이 난다는 표현 같은 게
Good
있잖아요.
for you.
진짜 닭고기 같은 맛이 나는 걸까? 생각해보면은 저희가 먹는 고기가 닭고기, 뭐 소고기, 뭐 돼지고기 딱 그 정도잖아요. 그래서 뭐 비슷한 거 다른 고기를 먹어봐도 비유할 만한 게 닭고기밖에 없으니까 그냥 뭐든 어느 고기든 그냥 닭고기 맛이라고 비유를 하는 게 아닌가 하는 뭐 그렇다는 게 있더라고요. 그렇습니다. 뭔가가 달라.
Something is different here.
Busy times, boys. I'm a little more scattered than I should be.
No, it's like something's missing.
You mean Ursula?
That's it.
You feathered bastard.
Has the poor she-bear finally come to her
고마
senses
아가씨?
and left you? Again?
또
You know the situation very well, don't you, sonny boy?
And me. We're kind of like Bachelors Anonymous now.
She's gone again, but this time for good. You just feel it when they leave.
이번엔
in such a
영영
way that
떠났다고?
They never come back.
Shit, I was just trying to be funny. I'm sorry, old bird.
I don't need your pity. Since then, I'm a free bird. And I can work as much as I want.
Good for us.
Good for you. Ooh.
But, well, I don't know. Take care of yourself, okay?
Cut the crap, Sonny, or I'll puke.
Yep, there's the boobo everyone knows and loves.
새로운 단서와 새로운 목표가 생겼습니다. 머나만 믿고 가자. 자,
Let's go.
자 부부한테 가라.
Hey, Dougie boy.
Nah? Who are you birdies?
The two rooster cops you cried your heart out to?
Oh, yeah, I remember something. What do you want?
We spoke to a friend. His name is Dr. Reginald B. Bubo, and he was once a famous coroner.
이팔 고쳐준대.
Maybe he can help you with your arm.
Once famous? Why not now? Did he do something wrong?
You were once a famous pianist, weren't you? Don't get hung up on the details.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Go ahead.
So you can go to him. He might be able to help you. Actually, it's him or no one. You got one shot.
Do you always make everything sound so glamorous?
Well, let's not get into that.
So have a nice trip downtown. Let's hope he pulls it off. I mean, keeps it on.
Yeah, me too.
Well, so long.
But hold on, guys. I thank you.
고마워.
What my dear colleague Sonny means to say is you're welcome and it's our pleasure. Right, Sonny?
Yeah, sort of.
See? It wasn't that hard.
부모 갔어요.
You have a little more iron in your body than you need, pal.
Are you a doctor now?
Well, Mom wanted me to be one.
Aww.
그러면 시체를 가지러 갑시다.
Let's go.
Feathers. Frank's gone.
Someone else got to him first.
What do you mean, someone else? Who the cluck needs a dead bug?
The same clucker who digs up the bodies in the graveyard.
Oh, yeah, you've got a point.
We need to take a good look around. The culprits must have left some kind of clue.
How the hell can you be so calm?
Rest assured, Marty, I'm not.
Whoever did this, I'm gonna finish him off. This is now personal.
Good, make it personal. That's always the best way.
I think the big book says the exact opposite.
You see, son, that's why I don't read.
교보는 아예 안 읽는군. 진짜.
Damn,
안장판,
this looks from...
소파.
Damn, Frank.
Look, there's something in there.
What do you see?
아, 뭘 받았다. 황금 송곳니. 황금 송곳니 바의 상징이다. 증거품이자 동시에 기념품. 혹시 너의 이빨인 거야? 믹?
What about this?
It's a tooth, Marty. Or a fang, to be more precise.
Made of gold. It doesn't get much more on the nose than that, does it?
Just confirms our suspicions.
The Golden Fang clan collects dead bugs?
And murder is probably also on their agenda.
But why did they leave it here? Is it some kind of message?
Or Frank knocked it out before he was killed.
I don't get this, Boss Bird.
Well, I have a hunch. But it's getting late. Let's figure this out in my office.
You mean in that dark little hole you call home?
If I remember correctly, you don't have any place better at the moment.
You're right. I'll zip it.
Good. Let's make like chickens and get the cluck out of here.
좋아, 가보자고. 신규 캐릭터. 네, 저의 집으로 갑시다. 저 갈만한 데가 소니 아파트밖에 없네. 다 잠겼네. 그래서 그 사막이 어디 갔어? 먼저 의뢰하고
broken
갔네.
dreams. But what's with all these boxes?
I'm leaving soon, Marty, for good. Soon as we get this case out of the way.
Ah, yes. You're around the wilderness trip, right? But really, you'll just leave everything and never come back? I mean, your friends?
Friends?
Yeah, friends. Like me. Or Monica, or...
There's nothing to tie me here, Marty. Since Molly left.
Molly.
What?
Always Molly. How many years has it been?
벌써
Even
항상 몰리
remember?
타령.
Yeah, I remember. Every single miserable day.
Jeez, old bird, can you even hear yourself? Shouldn't you be
What, Marty?
moving on? Get on with your life. If you don't have someone to stay for, go and get someone worth staying for.
Oh, yeah, sure, because it's that simple.
Yes, it's exactly that simple. It would be, if you wanted to.
Marty, please, don't cluck about things you don't understand.
You're right. I'm not in your shoes. That's fair. But to leave everything and just go off into the wilds? Sure, it sounds romantic, but do you even know where you're going?
I have no clucking idea, and I don't care.
But I do.
Look, let's just finish this, okay? That's all I ask.
Yeah, okay.
알겠어요.
I haven't smoked since a certain cat lady stopped by and gave me a box of matches. Strange.
파일.
Wait a minute. What's this? You kept it after all? Oh, that's so cute.
There's nothing cute about it. I just forgot to throw it out.
We both know you're lying, and that just makes it all the cuter.
Please don't use that word. It makes my feathers stand on end.
My beak is sealed, comrade. This fragile secret stays between us.
악함숨. 나의 삶.
So, off to the wilderness.
Why not? After all, it was my dream for, well, I don't know, 1,000 years.
I understand, but I mean, are you really gonna do it?
You really don't think I can, do you?
No, not really. No offense, boss, but you and this city, I think you've kind of become one over the years. I don't think either of you can exist without the other.
We deserve each other, huh?
You've both seen better days, and you're both on the verge of a total collapse.
Whoa,
무너지기
thanks.
직전.
That was surprisingly honest, even for you.
I think so myself.
Shut up.
몰리.
Ah, Molly, your ex-wife.
Yeah,
Why did you leave this one up?
I don't know. There's a part of me that just couldn't take it down. I tried. Believe me.
Cluck, man. I understand. I really do.
Thanks, buddy.
침실.
Ah, this must be where you hide your huge corkboard full of photos and newspaper clippings with your lunatic conspiracy theory that the world is actually run by over-evolved
과도하게
careless
진화한
primates.
털없는 영장류에
Buddy, you
응용된
need help.
어쩌죠.
Really. Don't be afraid to ask.
But everything is so much more exciting in my head and somehow more colorful as well.
You know what? Good for you, Marty. Good for you.
Yeah. Good for me. Yeah.
잘 됐어. 소파.
She just vanished, even though I told her to wait.
Well, boss, I
사마귀
wouldn't want to
여인이죠.
be alone in this place either.
Don't be a jerk. An insect lady, alone, at night, in Clawville.
Shit. You're right. Now what?
Well, we can't search the whole town for a lady in black. I hope if she found her mysterious way here unharmed, she...
Amen to that, brother.
Miss Melandra. Where did she go? And why?
Why? 마티.
So are you going to tell me what happened with Laura, or what?
Let's leave it. It's too fresh.
Okay.
똑같네요. 걱정스러운
Listen,
표정.
Sonny, about what the Queen said,
What do you mean?
that it all started with us? This downfall? Because we caused the Wessler Empire to collapse? I've never thought about it like that before.
I have. Countless times.
And? What's your conclusion?
I've been over this a million times in my head, Marty. And you know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe we did cause all this. But if I had to do it over again,
어쩔 수
I'd
없었다.
do it
Why?
because it was the right thing to do. And because it was our job.
Maybe you're right, but still,
You don't know what would have happened if we hadn't done it. Maybe everything would have been better. Maybe a lot worse. So what's the point of dwelling on it?
huh. Usually you're the gloomy, depressed, pissed off, grumpy type. And yet now, you're comforting me.
Well, maybe I can change.
Ah, chicken shit. You're Sonny. You'll always be Sonny.
Don't go weird on me, Marty, okay?
Understood.
퍼즐
So
조각.
let's get our act together and see what we've got.
A mysterious woman, missing bodies, the Golden Fang clan, the Spider Queen, and Frank. All in one night. This could be a new record.
Concentrate, Marty. We need to piece together a logical chain of events from this whole mess.
Yeah, let's investigate the cluck out of this shit.
Is that your new slogan?
Yeah.
Work on it.
노력해야겠고. 사건 연대기. 올바른 사건과 올바른 동물을 조합하여 사건의 순서를 완료하세요. 완성하세요. 사건을 돌려 패널에 가장 잘 부합하는 것 하나 선택하세요. 하나씩만 선택할 수 있습니다. 한 마리 또는 두 마리를 골라서 패널에 등장시키세요. 진행도를 확인할 수 있습니다. 완료하면 노란색으로 강조 표시됩니다. 이건 해봐야 알겠는데요? 그녀의 남편이 사라졌기 때문이죠. 묘지에서 있었던 거는 그는 놈들이 잘못 걸렸어. 얜 누구야? 얜 처음 보는데? 황급 송곳니파한테 잘못 걸린 애들 누구야? 아, 그 친구는 죽었어. 시체가 사라졌고 있고 프랭크는 죽음을 맞이했고
This Milo guy was working in the textile factory,
Milo.
which suddenly closed down.
So he started to work for Frank, our old pal.
But the job wasn't long-lived. Neither was he, and even his body disappeared.
Along with several other bodies, so his wife came to you.
Who didn't paint a pretty picture of the hive,
And then we found a clue in the cemetery that drew us to the distant light.
where we learned a lot from the Spider Queen. For example, that the Golden Fang rules the hive and is keeping them in its thrall.
And that our old friend Frank was neck deep in it.
Sadly, Frank won't be providing us with information.
Unless it's from beyond the grave,
And then his body disappeared.
which we have to find.
And we know where to look. But we're gonna need some heavy artillery for the job.
And we can't pursue this case officially.
So we have to keep it a secret.
Quite a prospect. The chicken police are back in action.
Shut up, Marty.
Shut up, Marty.
What do you think is waiting for us out there tonight?
Misery, Marty. Misery and suffering.
Cluck and... Jeez, you're such a party pooper.
I'm just trying to be realistic.
Ugh.
That's the right attitude.
어 뭐야?
Let's see, how about no?
비밀 발견. 전처 몰리가 준 것이다. 전처가 준 기념품 중에서 최후까지 살아남은 물건이다. 그렇군요. 루이스 55932 5593.
Let's see.
왜 루이스가 갑자기 생겼지? 루이스가 누구냐고요? 저도 모르겠습니다.
Hey, you old carrot chewer.
Hello, Sonny, my dear friend. It's been a long time
아,
since
토끼인가
I heard
보네.
your voice.
예.
How can I help you tonight?
Sorry to call you at this hour, but could you get
아 맞다 맞다.
Marty a room?
이 얘기
Just
호텔
for
주인이었을 거야 아마.
Well, I was just leaving, but sure. Will manage.
Thanks, Lewis. Wait, where are you going at this hour? Isn't it almost morning?
Oh, it's just a little business, Sonny. Don't worry about it. I'm opening the apartment for Marty.
Thanks again, buddy boy.
좋아요.
A picture was beginning to form. Not clear, not a masterpiece, but I could pick out details already. Worrying details. A queen of a hidden world. A king of a dying world. Graves dug up. Bodies missing. A golden fang. And a dead friend. Quite a night.
마틴이 여기 있고 잔시간이
Marty's
넘친다.
here, and he's confident as ever. But I can see the skin
무너지는
on the corner
결혼
of his
생활을
beak
구하기 위해서 집에 갈 수도
twitching a
있었다.
little. He's holding on tight as he rides along
끝까지
with me,
닭경찰이다
and
우리는.
yet
What is it, Sonny? What's worrying you?
I was just thinking that maybe this is the very case that really is gonna end the chicken police.
Eesh, it must be depressing being Sonny Featherland 24 hours a day.
It is, Marty. It really is.
액티브 1 데스크 코리안 킹즈 오브 킹즈 더 쇼걸즈.
We had to keep secret all day what we were really working on. The boss wouldn't approve the case of a dead insect, not to mention the lost bodies. The shift is over, Marty. Can we get to the real work?
Thanks to the wild ones. This day almost killed me.
Don't tell me.
Even the paperwork was scarce. Don't animals want to eat each other anymore?
See, everything used to be better.
Meanwhile, in homicide, life goes on. Everybody's just shooting and beating each other to death. What are we coming to?
I hear you, young fella. What?
왜
Why are you
이렇게
looking
보는
like
거야?
that?
Don't look behind you.
Oh, no, don't tell me it's...
Santino Featherland and Martin McChicken.
블러드 보일.
Oh, feathers. I knew it.
I'm sure he just wants to say goodnight.
Santino.
불꺽. 마른 짐을 삼킨다. 신규 화제. 여왕.
Listen, Mon, we just came from the Hive, straight from the Queen, Miss Zenaida.
You're serious? Well, I sincerely admire you boys for making it out alive.
Actually, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Well, we did fill our pants a little.
Just a little.
My condolences.
You know something about her, Mon. We must have a file on her or something.
Zenaida is a truly mysterious woman. Truth is, we're not even sure that's her real name. And there's no mention of any family name, of course. Some believe that she is descended from an old noble family.
She did have some old paintings of classy bugs in her lair.
But others say it's all just theatrical powder, and that the queen, on the contrary, has fought her way to the top out of poverty.
Like in a fairy tale.
Exactly. It's all fairy tales.
모두 동화죠.
Myths and legends, no facts.
Thanks, Mon. That helped.
You're welcome, Boss Bird. Just let me know if you need anything.
I will, sweetheart.
그렇게 하지.
What?
Nothing? Nothing, just some strange sparks bouncing all over the place.
Ah, shut up, Marty.
다 할 건 없군요. 여기 있던 게 사라졌네.
Employee of the month?
Yeah.
미친 동료. 미쳤군요. 블러드보일.
Dog that barks doesn't bite, huh? What chicken shit.
Hey, boss. How nice to see you. Is that a new coat?
Yeah, it looks good on you. But we were just leaving.
Ah, not so fast, chickens.
Yeah, I knew this was coming. Such a classic.
I see you're still full of life. How about a little overtime?
야근 좀 하는 게 어떤가?
I don't know, boss. My back's a little stiff.
Yeah, it's been a busy day.
All that paperwork.
And target practice.
And paperwork?
We said that already.
Yeah, but today was twice as much, so...
Enough.
Yep.
enough.
Someone's waiting for you in your office. You might pop in there.
누군가가
once in a
기다리고
while
있다고?
For a change.
But who? At this hour? Is nothing sacred anymore?
I don't mean to be disrespectful, boss, but whatever it is, if it's not an urgent predatory case, then...
Featherland, do I need to remind you that you're only still here because I graciously allow it?
No, sir.
I beg your pardon.
No, sir. I am aware of that.
You should have retired 1,000 years ago, to everyone's delight. But you're still here, on your own volition. So you dance like I whistle, you understand? Or you can go straight to the old hen house.
Yes, sir.
To your office, then. I'll be waiting for you there. I'll
이분
give you 2
주겠어.
minutes.
Yes, boss. Got it, boss. Did I already tell you how nice your coat is?
Shut the cluck up, McChicken.
Yes, sir. Who the clucking cluck could it be?
Whoever it is, they can go cluck themselves
Yeah,
for all I
banana.
care. We don't have time for this.
The old bone chewer's gonna crunch you like a little late-night snack.
You're right. It's better to do what he asks, whatever it is. Just get it over with.
Anyway, why aren't we private eyes? Then we wouldn't have this kind of problem.
Because private eyes are underpaid.
Us too.
Well, they don't have insurance.
Do we?
No one respects them.
Us neither.
And they're generally just pathetic, Marty.
So are we.
Good point. So why aren't we private snoops?
우리네 사살 탐정이
What
아닌
I'm talking
걸까?
about.
Okay, let's go and see what's waiting for us in the office.
So what's this about, boss?
Are you stupid or just deaf?
Actually, I have got some serious hearing problems, and Marty's got a few intimate... Oh, never mind. Yeah, he's kind of stupid.
Don't cluck with me, Santino. Get in the office.
Yes, sir.
어서 와.
Just one more thing.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, I get it.
한 번 더 말 걸어야지.
Just one... Okay.
자, 사무실로. 뭐야? 그때야.
What What can I say? Home away from home. The familiar smell of 1,000-year-old files, an unopenable window, an unlockable door, familiar scratches on ancient wooden chairs.
This gentleman here is
Cassidy Lupus, the silent wolf.
The who?
카시디?
I see my reputation
짜증나는
proceeding again.
실루엣.
Exactly as my white-feathered friend said. I'm Cassidy Lupus, actor, artist, and idol to some.
Wow. Cassidy Lupus is speaking to us.
Well, that's just fantastic.
Mr. Lupus has a problem and asked for our help.
문제가 생겼다.
We don't usually get involved in such personal matters.
사랑받는 영화 배우.
Mr. Lupus is a well-beloved movie star and close friend of our great king.
Just what we needed.
Excuse me, Detective Featherland?
I said we're honored.
You know, they say wonderful things about you boys. Epic adventures, bloody affairs, crime gang shootings, arson.
Just an average Monday morning.
Sadly, my Monday mornings are not exactly cloudless these days either. And especially not average.
Oh my, are you out of caviar perhaps?
Oh, please, don't be so base. I understand I'm from a different circle. I'm not as tanned and wild as you, but I'm coming to you for help.
Don't listen to him, Mr. Lupus. He's always like that. But otherwise, he's a great detective, I can assure you.
욕말은 듣지 마세요.
What can we do for you?
Well, it's a complex and delicate matter, but I've been threatened. I need your protection.
Protection? Excuse me, but we're detectives. We're not here to prevent trouble. We're here to find the cause, if it's already happened.
Oh, there's plenty of detective work in this case.
형사로 살 일이 많을
I'm
겁니다.
afraid I don't follow. But okay, fine. How about if I ask you some pointed questions first?
Like an interrogation, like in a movie. That's fantastic. You know, I've never played a detective or a murderer before.
Let's hope you don't have to do it this time either. Shall we begin?
Just do what you do best, boys.
시작하세요. 등장인물이 몇 명이야? 얘는 그냥 개야? 회색 늑대, 캐시디. 모두가 안다, 나만 빼고. 구역질하는 동물이지.
What happened to the guy who had this?
You mean that shark who beat his buddy to death with this surfboard and then tried to eat it to destroy the evidence?
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. How nice of you to say out loud what we both know already.
You know, sometimes I feel like someone's watching us.
You took the words right out of my beak.
도시 지도.
Is there any
플로빙.
other part of the city we haven't been to yet?
I doubt it. And you know what? I'm getting really sick of it.
Oh, come on. You're just saying that.
I'm serious, Marty.
You mean you're really going on a trip around the world? I thought you just wanted attention.
You're an asshole.
Why? Everybody needs a little attention sometimes, and you don't have any family or friends or...
All right, just stop it right there, Marty.
Okay, shit. Someone's having a bad day.
Yeah, like you know who? Frank.
Oh. Yeah. Right. You're right. I'll shut up.
Good.
굿. 모세의
This
책상.
desk. Quick. Let's dig through it before he's back.
What an outrageous idea, Marty.
But I'm right, aren't I?
좋은 경찰은 내가 망을 보지라고
Great
하네요.
heavens, look at this.
A letter.
A letter from the royal palace. It's a commission from the crown.
It
망실에
says the
있는
mission
서?
is confidential, as was the last. Please treat it with the utmost discretion. As soon as the team is assembled,
지난번과
get in
마찬가지.
contact immediately. Otherwise, we will be looking for you.
The last? So these two buffoons have worked for the king before?
There was that incident with the Clawville Express, remember?
We don't know much about what happened there.
That's my point.
So Moses and Plato are getting secret commissions straight from the king? That's...
Suspicious.
No, it's awesome. I mean, awesome for them. But why not us? We're the freaking chicken police, for the love of the wild ones.
Don't worry, Marty. You want to know what this is about or not?
Of course I do. These two furballs are on my death list now.
When the time comes, we'll confront them with this. Don't you worry.
Yeah, we've got them. Wow.
Sony.
Well, that's, what can I say? I can't even find my words in this mess.
It's perfectly organized chaos, Marty. Everything has its place and purpose.
Uh-huh. Good one. And all that stuff on the floor?
Full use of available space.
Okay, I'm not pushing it.
마티. 비켜봐. 이 책상은 누구 건지 보게. 아이, 루프스밖에 없네. 모세 옆에 있는 걔겠죠? 뭐야, 얘. 플라톤의 책상. 마티의
Have you
책상.
ever been here before?
Why? Because it's tidy? Order is the soul of everything. You could learn from me, old bird.
This isn't just order, Marty. No living animal has ever worked here. That's for clucking sure.
Ah, what can I say? I'm an open book to you.
Sometimes I think that's just the surface, and there's more underneath.
But then you realize that you overthink everything.
What can I say? I'm an open book to you, partner.
우리 정말 죽이 잘 맞는군요. 루푸스.
I have a feeling that we're once again...
Don't hesitate, gentlemen. Feel free to ask anything.
Okay, let's see.
I can't believe we're questioning the great Cassidy Lupus.
Yes, right. Me neither.
Feathery heavens, please make this
빨리
quick.
끝내도록 하지. 질문 해제됨. 왕의 메시지.
Don't keep me waiting. Let's get started.
Yes. All right, my first question is...
번째 질문은 해보죠.
the actors. So here's the famous Cassidy Lupus, movie star, arrogant, self-righteous, anxious type. He's visibly nervous, though he clumsily tries to hide it. He's not that good an actor. Playing on his vanity might be a good direction. I don't think the bad cop routine would work for him.
나쁜 경찰 루틴이 통할 것 같진 않다. 가끔은 성과를 내기 압박을 해야 될 거다.
I'm not a... So, tell us in your own words what happened and why you feel you need protection.
Well, I've been getting menacing messages from someone for a while.
What kind of messages?
That's the weirdest part. We actors get involved in this kind of thing all the time, but it's always about money or some kind of personal item.
Yes, go on.
I once had a crazy fan come at me with a knife because I refused to ask her out. Can you imagine?
Hardly. But please, let's stick to the point. So this is somebody... What did they ask you to do?
That's the strangest thing. It was essentially a business proposition.
What kind of business proposition?
Oh, it's just ridiculous, but they want me to be some kind of publicity face. Me, the great Cassidy Lupus on some ridiculous billboard. No barking way.
기본적으로 약간 호감 상태네요. 중립적인처럼 보이지만 무언가를 숨기는 것처럼 긴장이고 귀로 약간 안겨져 있다. 배우만의 특성일 것이다. 고급 원단, 정장, 잠옷 한 벌이 내 아파트 가격보다 비싸겠지. 개사류 광고는 어떤가? 나쁜 경찰 그건 안 된대요.
Why would you be averse to being in a commercial? I don't get it.
I'm a real artist, Mr. Featherline.
Land. Featherland. But please continue.
A real artist doesn't stoop to selling himself on billboards like a simple photographic model. Yuck.
And why do you think they would want you in a commercial? Who needs it so badly that they dare to threaten you?
Who wouldn't? You are looking at the biggest movie star alive, Mr. Featherworld.
Land. Okay, I get it. So your name and face are worth a lot.
That's a gigantic understatement.
Well, why didn't they make you a proper offer? Such requests are usually made in a non-threatening way, with high numbers attached to them.
See? That's why you're a detective. That's it. At first, I thought it was a joke.
What if it really is?
Oh, you wouldn't say that if you'd seen the tone of those messages. And exactly what they're trying to blackmail me with.
Now that's a far more interesting subject.
와, 방금 중립이었네? 중립 질문이었네. 모두 다시 해야 되나?
Is there anyone who would want to harm you? A jealous colleague, perhaps. Jealousy can make animals do crazy things.
I've got a lot of people jealous, that's for sure. But I don't think anyone would want to hurt me just because of that.
You think too highly of animals. You know, behind their friendly smiles, there are often repressed emotions.
I've starred in dozens of dramas and lived among actors all my life. I know all about lying. But I don't know anyone who wants me done for.
You mean who wants your death?
I didn't say that. But whoever's behind this wants Cassidy Lupus to be framed. To make my shining star go down.
Okay, I get it. Thank you. Let's dig a tiny bit deeper.
Do your job, detective.
올라갔다.
What exactly is in these messages? And how did they reach you in the first place?
We had just finished shooting my latest picture when my stunt double, Percy, handed me a letter. He said they thought he was Lupus, and someone, a dark figure in a dark suit, had pushed it into his hand and run away. He swore he
퍼시,
hadn't read it.
배역 배우
Pale as
퍼시.
the moon.
So this someone simply confused you two?
Percy looks exactly like me. That's why he's my double, silly. But to tell you the truth, his profile is a little less chiseled and his stance could do with some work.
Do you think someone who knows you well can tell the difference?
Not from afar, but if that someone knew me really intimately, they should have seen he wasn't the real me.
Didn't you ever think that your double was just making it all up?
이럴 일
And
수도
he's
있어.
the one
그래.
behind it?
내가 있어. 퍼시.
Oh, no, that's impossible. He idolizes me.
I wouldn't dismiss the possibility, though.
As you
떨고
wish.
있는데?
But I assure you that Percy is a man of impeccable character. You should have seen how frightened he was.
And you? Are you a man without blemish?
No, I wouldn't say that.
So, what was in that first message?
That I'd find a contract on my desk that I'd sign if I wanted to do right by myself. Written in red, but not in blood, before you ask. However, the tone was very rude and threatening.
계약서에
Then, when I
사인해라.
got back to my office, there was indeed the contract, but to be honest, I could only laugh at the contents.
What did it say?
An exclusive contract with some advertising agency I'd never heard of. Some kind of snake something. A new product line was to be advertised mainly
Snake?
on billboards.
Snake something? You don't remember?
I only remember the important things.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you still have that contract somewhere?
What do you think? I giggled and tore it to pieces.
Well, that clue is gone. What kind of product were you supposed to be promoting? Do you at least remember that?
There wasn't any. Can you imagine? How can I accept an offer if I don't know what it's about?
Yes, that's really strange.
They said I'd get the details later and tried to assure me it was worthy of my reputation. That's how I knew they had no idea what I'm really worth.
지금 무슨 작업을 하고 있지?
Tell me, what are you working on now?
We've just finished a new classic of the ages, Elwolf.
It sounds very exciting. Did everything go well on set?
On the contrary, it was a nightmare.
How's that?
It's because of Charles Rufus Vidor. You must have heard of him.
Afraid not, but that's not surprising for me.
Oh, he's an animal. They say he's the greatest director and producer of his time, but I say he's a bloated bladder.
Well, that's very diplomatic.
In the end, the picture will still be a success, thanks to me. But I'll never work with that fraud again.
I see. This could be useful.
If you say so.
왜 다 중립적인 질문만 내가 던지고 있나 보네. 호감도가 안 오르네.
So let's get to the point. How are they blackmailing you?
That's not important.
How could it not be?
I mean, yes, I understand that you want to know, but believe me, that's not the point.
I still want to know. Leave the investigation to me. Answer the questions.
Cats.
Cats? You mean pussycats?
Cats, there's no other way of saying it. Cats are my weakness. Feline fever. But I'll get over it, I swear.
What do you mean your weakness?
Isn't it obvious? They drive me mad. They drive me crazy.
고양이를 좋아하나 봐요.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy on the details. I get it. You're being blackmailed about cats.
Kind of. Sort of. Almost.
호감도 올랐다.
You have to trust me if you want me to help you. Is that really all there is to it? Your affection for cats?
Why is that so unbelievable?
Because it'll be in the tabloids. They'll gossip about it for 2 days, and then everybody goes about their business. You don't think this could ruin your career, do you?
You have no idea how spotless I am in the public eye, Mr. Featherline.
Featherland. And yes, I believe your image is impeccable, but a slip-up like this is easily forgiven.
You know, in the movies, they used to powder my fur even lighter. You know why?
Something about the lights? I don't know anything about movies.
Because it makes me look even cleaner. You know what I mean?
I get it. But you must understand that even if you're gonna stand here in front of me like a movie god, I need to hear the truth.
Well, you're quite the character.
So I've been told.
Okay, so there is a certain cat, a woman, and they have a photo of us.
우리 사진을 가지고 있어요. 그걸 가지고 협박하는
Are you
거예요.
married?
Just a few months, yes.
Ah, now I understand everything. You see? It's that easy.
You have to understand, if that picture gets out.
Oh, now that we've got that out of the way, are you finally
그래서
willing
떨고
to
있는
speak
거야?
frankly?
Ask away. What difference does it make?
이
I'm sorry,
행운의
but I have to
고양이는
ask.
누구지?
Who is the lucky cat lady who's put your privacy and reputation at jeopardy?
You know, it's almost humorous, but you know her.
Really? I wasn't expecting that.
Meredith H. Marble.
What? Huh, cluck me. You mean the writer? The creator of the Chicken Police book series?
None other. A real predator, am I right?
Chicken Police.
Oh yeah, our lives have been taken and torn apart by her, that's for sure. But I see, in some ways, yours has
치킨 폴리스라는 책을
To
썼나 보네.
understand, that woman is a nobody. I mean, no disrespect, but she means nothing to me. It's just, you know, she's a cat. And sometimes that's enough for me.
Then why did you marry a rabbit?
Because Faye is the love of my life, that's why. This cat thing is, you know, physical and nothing else. But it's incredibly strong.
Okay, big fella, calm down. Now, why do you think they're trying to kill you? Isn't it enough that they leak the picture and you're done?
Maybe it would be enough, but I didn't let it go. You may think I'm a big fraud, a rip-off, but Cassidy Lupus is not to be intimidated. I made it clear to them that I wouldn't give in, not even if they leaked the picture.
Oh, maybe you do have some nerve. I'm genuinely surprised.
Thank you.
Or maybe you're just too stupid to realize how serious this is.
Ouch.
So
Ouch.
then they threatened you.
Mortally. The last letter was just a poster folded up. It's a poster from an old movie I did.
And you took that as a threat.
It's called The Last Howl. The last part of a series in which the protagonist I play dies.
That's a little on the nose.
Right? I knew right away I had to get help. That's why I came to you. What's the matter, detective?
Clucking damn. We can't seem to
안
come
돼.
to a conclusion.
부족했나봐.
But please don't give up, detective. My life is at stake.
All right, let's start over.
중립적인 질문 너무 많이
Bloody
던졌어.
hell. The actors. So,
Well,
what?
that's...
Yeah.
I once...
Hard.
That's...
What?
Oh, it's...
I understand. You're just too sensitive for simple commercials.
I didn't know you had such a bright mind. Yes, you're right. A
네,
great
중립적인
artist
질문이
doesn't
맨 처음에
sell
그거겠죠.
himself for peanuts.
So you're holding out for a premium price. The big money, right?
There is no such money, Mr. Featherworld.
Land, Featherland. But please, tell me why you think they're making you an offer in threatening messages. Isn't that a little, unusual?
A little. It's bizarrely unusual. So much so that I thought for sure it was just some childish prank. But the messages, well, there was something really sinister in them.
Well, that's what we're here to find out.
오케이, 좋아. 이게 이거였나요? 이거 올라갔었던 것 같은데 이거는.
Is there an
I've got
youth? You mean?
I did.
Oh,
Do you?
맞아.
what exactly? So
똑같은 거 넘어갈게요.
As you
And
know, that I'd.
what did
An
it?
oh, what do you think?
Well, that
There wasn't any.
yes, that
They said I'd
빠르게
get
읽고
the detail.
넘어갈게요. 이거 안 올라가지 않았었나?
you're used to starring in historical epics of a grand scale. Am I right?
Well. So you have an eye for it after all. A pleasant surprise.
A simple cop like me can't like art.
It's not that usual.
So what were you working on? Some historical drama, maybe.
Our last film was El Wolf, a real historical epic, yes. I was on the set when I got the first message. It was quite a long and turbulent shoot.
Turbulent. What do you mean?
You know, when two oceans meet, it becomes a flood.
That's not exactly how it works, but let's not get hung up on the details.
You know what I mean. Two giants, two legends, an actor and a director, each with his own vision.
I see, so it didn't work out with your director.
Nobody gets along with that animal, if I can be honest.
You must be honest. That is actually the point.
But of course. So no, I didn't get along with him, and neither did anyone else. Charles Rufus Vidor is an insufferable, arrogant, violent,
Rufus
and
Vidor.
ungrateful bastard. But the film was ultimately finished with great difficulty, and there's no question that it will become an everlasting classic.
Is that so? You're a confident fella, aren't you?
Modesty is the refuge of the untalented.
Oh, gee, I better write that down. Thank you.
오케이, 많이 올랐다. 이거는 이제 계속 똑같죠? 이 마지막에서는 잘했을
There's no
텐데.
other way of saying it.
What do you mean you're...
Isn't it obvious?
Whoa, easy on the detail.
Kind of.
You have to try...
Why is that?
Because it...
You
know... Something...
Because it might.
So,
Okay.
Are you mad?
Just a few.
Ah.
You have to ask away.
행운의 아가씨.
I'm sorry, but...
You know, it's
Really?
married.
What? Huh.
악 경찰 시리즈의 저자.
Oh, yeah.
To
And what?
Because
Okay.
maybe it will.
Oh, maybe...
Thank you.
Or maybe you're just too stupid to realize how serious this is.
Ouch.
So
Ouch.
then...
Mortally.
And you took that...
It's called The Last.
That's a little on the nose.
Right. I knew.
So that's it? There's no more...
I think I told you everything, yes.
Quite a story. But I'm glad...
You know, Mr. Feather something.
Yes, that's right. Feather something.
Maybe
페더런드.
you are as good a detective as they say.
Then maybe I thank you.
아,
You see? That's what I'm talking about.
근데 왜 별이 두 개죠? 약간 나쁜 경찰도 한번 해봐야 되나? 네, 이건 여러분의 몫을 남기도록 하죠.
So, let me get this straight. You have a secret affair that you've been blackmailed with. But because you didn't give in, you feel you have a death threat. And it'll be fulfilled soon.
Exactly as you say, dear detective. Oh, no wonder they say some good things about you.
What do you mean some? Are they saying bad things too?
Oh, well, you know, that's not what I meant.
I don't think we should go into that, Sonny. What you don't know won't hurt you, right?
Don't stick your beak in, Marty.
Everybody's the subject of silly gossip, aren't they? Your partner's right. It's better to let it go.
Fuzzy heavens. Right. So, there's this premiere, am I right?
Yes, the premiere of El Wolf at the
엘
magnificent
우프의
Library
시사가 열릴
Palace.
거예요.
Have you heard of it?
For all things feathered, of course. We're not even allowed in there. That place is the most exclusive movie theater in town.
Come on, you'll be my guests. Of course they'll let you in, silly.
Sonny, we have to do it.
What?
해야 돼요.
Why should we?
Because this good man is in danger.
You just want to go to a fancy party with movie stars, don't you?
말 못해.
No.
Marty,
Well, I think we'll take the case, dear Mr. Lupus.
Ah, splendid.
if you'll excuse me for a moment, I'll discuss this with my partner.
No, just go ahead.
What the cluck are you doing?
I'm enthusiastic.
Don't be enthusiastic. The whole thing is dog shit.
But Sonny, he's in danger.
Really.
Well, whether he is or not, do you think we have a choice? Blood Boil's gonna kill us and use our bones as toothpicks. And besides, when was the last time you went to a movie premiere?
Me? Never. And that's not an accident.
You just take a deep breath and you hang in there, old bird.
What's gonna happen to Frank?
Well, it's sad to say, but I think
프랑키는 기다릴 수
Yeah,
있겠죠.
maybe you're right.
hearing this is like sweet oil to my feathers.
Okay, we'll help you.
Now you're talking. I knew I could count on you. You won't regret it. I'll pay you handsomely for your services. Speaking of which, how much were you thinking?
Well, if we add it all up, the trip, the time, and of course the costs.
블러드보일.
I mean, that won't be necessary. I guess we'll be doing this in our police capacity and out of the goodness of our hearts.
How nicely summed up, Santino.
Yeah.
So, see you at the party?
Very well, detectives. Can't wait.
Don't get yourself killed, okay?
Well, your sense of humor, it's one of a kind.
그렇군. 그동안 죽지 말렴.
Crest deep in trouble. Here we go again, because of a paranoid whiner.
얘는 그 마크가 그려져 있네요.
I understand the king himself will be the guest of honor at the premiere.
Hector. Oh, he's an old personal friend of mine. We used to have cigar-smoking, brandy-tasting Clawville wildcard nights together.
So you two are close?
He's practically my brother. Some people say we're distant relatives, but even I think that's just a rumor.
Yeah, I figured that right away.
마블.
So how did you meet Meredith?
It was quite a strange story. I hadn't even heard of her before. But then, suddenly, it came up that she might write a biography of me. Of course, I was very interested, although I must admit I was enamored by her long legs.
고양인가 봐요,
and
아무튼 이
tail
작가가.
and her.
Well, she's not a small-town woman, that's for sure.
Marty, a little professionalism, please. So how was the rest?
Oh, you know, I offered her a drink. Then things happened fast. And then the rest came naturally.
You slept with her right away?
What could I do?
Right. That's the only option in this situation.
And they photographed you. What a coincidence.
Yeah, too much of a coincidence for my taste. Tell me, does your
Lupus.
wife know about your affair?
Of course not. That's one of the main reasons I'm trying to avoid it leaking out.
I see. And the cat thing, does she know about that?
I'm afraid she does. She's trying her best to cure me, and I swear I want to heal, but it's so hard. You see, as soon as I entered the station, I was bumped into by a colleague of yours, the Bobcat lady.
밥캣.
Needless to say,
밥캣이
Chief Inspector
누구였지?
Brad Boyle had to drag me away from
경찰서에
her.
고양이
I
있었나요?
wouldn't worry about Miss Vasquez. She'd bite you in half. But I see your point. I feel sorry for your wife.
As am I. You know, once you get to know her, she's a real piece of work. More than that, a masterpiece.
I believe you, Mr. Lupus.
루이스, 에시, 프랭크, 로젠. 아직 못 만난 거죠, 밥캣? 이 정도만 있네. 신규 화제.
Sir, if I may say so.
Sonny,
Yes, sir?
you made the right decision. I'm glad you did.
Did I have a choice?
No, not really. But you gave in more easily than usual.
Maybe I'm getting old, sir. I have less and less time to argue.
That's a good one.
Happy to please.
Be at the premiere and keep an eye on Mr. Lupus. Have some champagne. You'll survive. And then...
What do you mean, sir? We never...
Martin, stop blabbing. I've seen how anxious you are to get in your car and start making trouble.
Sonny, I think we've become predictable.
Then it's time to do something surprising.
Now get out of my sight, you chickens.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. 환한 눈썹.
Tell me, boss, where are Moses and Plato?
What's that got to do with you?
Well, we got a tip they might be working on some kind of super secret assignment. Maybe for the king.
How do you know about this?
Well, you know, we are detectives.
Don't joke with me, Santino. If the king finds out that the secret mission is known to every little detective in town,
Little detective? That's not nice.
if you know what's good for you, you won't stick your beak into this case. Understood?
Understood, sir. But you do realize that by making statements like that, you're just ruffling our feathers.
I'm not kidding this time, boys. If I find out you've gotten involved in
사건이
this
연루됐다는
case,
사실이
you'll be out
드러났다간
of the
곧장
station.
모가지야.
Yes, sir.
What else do you want? Go on, get moving.
Sir, are you all right?
Wait, what?
You know, in the old days, you would have thrown this clown out.
Sonny, I don't think we should do this.
Leave it, Martin. Santino's right. A few years ago, I would have. But those
그랬던
days
시절은
are
끝났어.
gone.
What do you mean?
Just look at me. I haven't been the same since the massacre. And neither has the city. The gangs are tearing us apart. And we need all the support
경찰이 좀
we
많이
can get
죽었다고
to keep
했죠.
order.
You mean the king?
Men like Lupus are the king's lackeys. If we help them, we help ourselves. And our common cause to clean up the city once and for all.
I see. Well, thank you for your honesty, sir.
Just get things done, and the city will be set right.
That's unusually optimistic of you, sir.
You see? I am getting old, too.
We'll do what we can, Chief.
국방에
Boss,
관해서
will the king really be at this premiere?
Ah, Sonny, the king is a big fan of cinema and especially historical adventure films. Didn't you read it in the Cosmopelican?
The king is indeed a lover of cinema. And yes, he will be the guest of honor this evening.
I thought it was going to be us.
You'll have to do a lot of toasting at parties like this for that.
Yeah, thanks. I'll pass.
Oh, one more thing. Wear your best
최고의 의상
dress,
입도록 하게.
detective.
That's what I'm wearing now.
이미 입고 있대.
Got it, Chief.
모세와
If you don't
플라톤.
mind me asking, boss, how come Moses and Plato aren't in charge of this buffoonery? I mean, they're your lapdogs these days, aren't they?
They're on other important business, Santino. And Lupus, I don't understand
루푸스가
why,
딱 나를
but he
지목했다고?
specifically asked for you.
He's got a problem with foxes?
Moses and Plato have known Mr. Lupus for some time. But if you want to know more, ask them.
I will.
셋이 아는
You've
사이였어
been
이미.
so close to them lately.
Really? I think I missed a scene or something.
얘 누군데 계속 여기 앉아 있는 거야?
What else do you want?
I guess nothing. For now.
Then get your drumsticks out of here, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
맞네.
Hey, Mon. Tell me, what the hell is all this? Who's waiting for us in the office?
You know what? I've not a clue. And it makes me furious.
You don't know? But you know everything that's going on here.
Yeah, that's just it. Blood Boyle let whoever it is in through the back door. And me? He cut me out completely.
That's outrageous.
Right? But I'm not gonna let it go.
Good. Get the old bone chewer by his tail.
Oh, I will.
뭐야 이거는 사무실 들어가기 전에 했어야 얘기인 것 같은데.
Tell me, Mon, did Laura call by any chance?
No, Marty. Sorry.
Any messages?
None.
Never mind. It's okay, she's probably busy.
Yeah. Listen, Marty, if you need a place to stay...
Oh, no, just leave it, Mon. I'll manage. She'll calm down and we'll sort everything out.
Amen to that, Marty.
That's the spirit, you big chicken.
루푸스.
Listen, Mon, what do you know about this Lupus fella?
Well, not much. Just what everyone else knows.
Sonny didn't even know he was a movie star.
What? Where do you live, Boss Bird? In a cave?
There you go, old man. What did I tell you?
Ah, leave me the cluck alone. So who is this guy?
Oh, as Marty says, a movie star, a personal friend of the king. And he's got quite a reputation as a ladies' man.
Yeah, well, he seems like a big jerk to me. And now it looks like we've got him round our necks.
How so?
Well, apparently someone plans to kill him at his movie premiere.
No wonder.
What?
놀랍지도 않네요.
Forget it. So what's the deal? You'll have to take care of him, or...
Yeah, like babysitters.
More like bodyguards.
In this case, same thing. The guy's a giant toddler.
That's an understatement.
Wait, Mon, do you know Lupus?
What? No, I don't even like movies that
그렇기엔
much.
뭔가 좀 더 알고 있는 것 같은
okay.
느낌인데.
Well, we're ready to go then.
But just beware, boys. You know, movie stars like him always have crazy fans. Stalkers who are capable of anything.
Oh, come on, Mon. It's a classic case of petty blackmail. Somebody takes a chance because he's a rich buffoon. Most of the time, it doesn't escalate to violence.
Yeah, most of the time.
But we'll be there to make sure nothing bad happens.
Yeah, sure.
빠띠.
Listen, Marty, can you go get some coffee?
What? We had like 5 jugs already today. Your heart's gonna explode, old man.
It's the last one. Then I swear I'll stop, but otherwise, I won't make it through the night.
Okay, all right. Your funeral.
Thanks, young fella.
Did you just dump Marty?
I need to ask you a favor.
Uh-oh, that's a bad start.
Blood Boil wants us to go to the movie premiere and watch for Lupus.
So far, so good.
But we have other things to do.
해야 할 일이
So
있단
I'm
말이지.
gonna tell Marty to leave the evening discreetly.
That's also clear, so where do I come in?
I need you.
Ah, you finally said it.
No, not like that. Listen, without Marty, I'm lost in the crowd.
How so?
And I can't stand the crowd. I don't like crowds. I need someone to keep me grounded so I don't freak out.
Oh, so I'll be the weight that's pulling you down?
Something like that.
I'm really honored. But listen, Sonny, I don't really want to go there.
하고
Yeah,
싶지 않아요.
okay. You're right. I understand. I don't know why I even thought.
But I'll do it.
What?
I'll be there, Sonny. And I'm gonna take care of you.
What? No, you don't have to take care of me. Just,
I'll be there, okay?
yeah. Thanks, Mon. Really. Eternal gratitude.
You'll owe me a coffee for it. A normal coffee, not the PD one.
You got a deal, Mon.
Hey, I brought the coffee.
You know what? You were right. I should take care of my heart.
Are you kidding me?
Sorry, buddy.
Mon?
Leave me out of this.
계속 그
Something still smells
황금 송곳니
fishy to
사건도
me.
조사하면서 루푸스에 또 보호하면서 해야겠네요.
And we don't know enough about him.
I know all his movies by heart.
Thanks, Marty. That's a big help.
Ah, you're just saying that.
Listen, why don't you go home and try to reconcile with Laura?
Oh, so you're gonna dump me again?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna go home and get my shit together. And I'll talk to Lewis.
What do you want with Mr. Bunny Ears?
You know, he used to move in some pretty high circles. As far as I can tell, he's managed to climb back up to the top recently. Maybe he can tell us something useful about the wolf.
That's not a bad idea. So I'm gonna...
Relax, Marty. You can do it. You're strong.
You think so?
I think so. You can't run away forever. You also can't take endless advantage of Lewis's kindness.
You've been doing it for years.
That's beside the point, Marty. You can't end up like me. You have to talk to Laura.
로라랑 이야기를
We're
나눠.
getting relationship advice from you.
Shut up.
대화는 다 한 것 같고요. 이동해 볼까요? 나의 아파트?
To be frank, whatever Blood Boil said, I did have a choice. I always have. For example, I could have told him to go to hell. But I had a feeling that this business with Mr. Lupus might be oddly connected
루이스한테
to what
물어보자.
happened to Frank.
아무튼 이 사건도 결국에는 그 하나의 큰 줄기랑 엮이겠죠. 그것처럼 하나의 사건처럼. 이것도 5593이
Let's see. Hey, Lewis, old buddy. It's Sonny.
Sonny, how can I help you?
I need that clever skull between your huge, fluffy ears.
I'm so sorry, but I'm in a hurry. I'm supposed to be at the premiere
나도
of
거기
a
가.
major motion picture.
Is that so? El Wolf?
Have you heard of it?
Have I heard of it? I'm the guest of honor. I mean, next to the king, of course.
Well, that's wonderful. So, can we go together?
Yeah, that'd be great. Look, just come by when you're ready and we'll go.
I'm jumping right away.
Thanks, buddy.
바로 가도록 할게.
That went smoothly. I suspected that he was invited to the party. He's never missed one. And if the king is also
한때 떨쳤던
attending,
가문의 영광을
Lewis will
회복하기
take
어떤
any
기회도 마다하지
opportunity
않을
to
거야.
restore his once illustrious family to its former glory.
바로 왔네요.
Louis C. Hayworth, old friend. If it
내
wasn't
오랜
for him,
친구.
I might be living in a homeless shelter. He helped me to find a place to live, and of course, get me clear of the
루이스의 마음이 귀보다는 클 것이다.
booze. Thanks for jumping in already, Louis.
Anytime for you, Sonny, anytime. Tell me, what's this about? And how did you get invited to the party? No offense, but
Do I look out of place?
I just know you don't like these kind of fancy events.
You got that right. I didn't really have a choice. It's work-related.
Is Blood Boil expecting some trouble at the premiere?
He's not, but someone is. A certain Cassidy Lupus.
Oh, my God. The star of the loudest howl?
None other. But don't tell me you get weak at the knees when you hear his name.
Oh, come on. Not at all.
Thanks to the great wild ones. Seems like everyone's in love with this guy.
Well, he is, after all, the biggest movie star of
가장
our
위대한
time.
영화 배우.
Since we're going together, and since I know you're usually well-informed,
Well, my ears must be good.
can you tell me a few things about the soiree? As much as possible. I want to be prepared for the culture shock of my life.
컬처 쇼크.
Sure, Sonny. Ask away.
물어보라고.
Well,
I'll get my thoughts together in a moment.
take your time, Sonny.
휴즈 팬. 거대한 팬 하트.
How are you these days, bunny ears? Even though we live in the same building, I hardly ever see you.
The Atlas Hotel is huge, Sonny. And lately, I've been spending a lot of time locked up in my suite. And when I have to go, I have to work abroad.
What kind of work?
You know, Sonny, ever since my parents' fortune ran out, I've had to work like regular people. But I'm not complaining. Business has been good lately.
If I didn't know you so well, I'd think you were avoiding the subject. So what kind of business is it exactly?
Oh, it's nothing really. Mostly real estate.
You haven't even renovated the Atlas yet.
What goes around comes around, Sonny.
I'm glad you're doing well. You've suffered a lot and you deserve it.
Oh, come on. That's nothing compared to your everyday life, Mr. Star Detective.
You still think it's romantic after all these years. Even in today's world.
If I had another life, I'd want to be a Clawville detective too.
Damn your taste.
끔찍한 취향이로군. 물어볼 게 많아. 안 돼요.
Listen, pal, I don't want to be indiscreet, but...
You're asking about my eye.
Exactly. What's the deal with it?
이렇게
I've been
있네요.
traveling a lot lately. I've been going to some dangerous places.
What do you mean?
You know the real estate business. Basically, I buy up abandoned buildings, like this one, the Atlas Hotel. Then I renovate it and sell it for a lot more money.
That's understandable. But your eye...
Well, yes. Sometimes I have to go to places that are too dangerous for a simple real estate agent. Have you ever been to the Torogo colonies?
뭐라고?
Oh, they say pretty wild things about them.
It's beautiful. And the capital is a wonder to behold. But unfortunately, its jungles are still teeming with animals that are still
정글에
quite
뭐가 있나 봐요.
wild.
You're not restoring an ancient pyramid, are you?
No, not at all. But let's just say, I'm too far from the safety of the capital.
You don't really want to talk about it in detail, do you?
If you don't mind, it's still fresh.
I understand.
국왕에 관해서
So the king will be present, right?
Oh, not only will he be present, the whole premiere will be in his honor.
How come?
For one thing, the king is a big fan of cinema. But there's another reason.
Which is?
다른
King's
이유?
reputation is in tatters. Gangs are ransacking the city, and the crown and the police seem helpless.
Thanks.
Just the facts, Sonny. Elwolf is about the founding war, when Clawville was torn apart by multiple powers, and the first true king of Clawville brought order.
So the situation today is symbolically tied to the founding war.
Exactly. And he is the great king who brings order to
와
chaos.
반갑습니다.
It's all
좋은
political
저녁,
posturing.
좋은 주말
What is
보내고
it these
계신가요?
days? But I'd
되세요.
say it's more a kind of self-reflection. The people of the city have less and less sympathy for the king who lives in seclusion in his citadel.
시사회에 가려고 하는데 왕이 참석하고 중요한 영화 배우가 사리 협박을 받는 상황입니다.
True.
그래서 같이 가는 친구한테 정보를 약간 얻어내고 있는
This isn't
중이에요.
like our Hector.
You got that right. It's his new advisor's doing. She's pretty serious about image building.
The new advisor, huh? I thought I
사람
heard of
이름이
her,
어떻게
but I'm not sure.
You live in a cave, Sonny?
손이가요,
Everybody's
손이.
heard of her.
I usually don't care about these
손입니다.
things.
Until you get involved.
이래봬도
Well, I
50살이래요.
guess I'm a little involved now.
50살 먹은
bread and butter.
이혼한
I worked for him.
네,
You worked for him? For the
다시
king?
그
I missed that
경찰입니다.
one.
Oh, you know, back in the old days when I was young, the king could use my personal connections and my ability to blend in easily.
왕이랑 개인적인
in any
연출도
environment.
있었네.
Yeah.
옛날에
Well,
상류층이라
that's
했으니까요.
fascinating. Thanks, Lewis.
최근에는 이제 약간 경영난으로 인해서 힘들었다고 했지만 최근에
What
다시
do you know
올라온
about
모양입니다.
Mr. Cassidy Lupus? You know him
루푸스
personally?
이번에 살해 협박
I
받는
wouldn't say that, but we
늑대 영화
crossed
배우예요.
paths. Our
지금 불륜으로
acquaintance is
협박받고
rather
있습니다. 루푸스.
superficial.
Do you go to parties like this often?
More and more, thankfully. Ever since word got out that I've got some serious real estate.
식민지
in
엄청난
Holland,
부동산을 가지고 있다는 소문이
I
퍼진
welcome
이후로
back in high
상류층에서 환영을 받고
circles.
있다.
I'm glad for you. So what do you know about this buffoon?
Well, just a few things. He's quite a gambler, likes money and women. Not very good with either of them, though. His father was a serious
도박꾼했다가
con man who
돈과
came out
여자를
of nowhere
좋아한다.
and made himself
여자는
quite
고양이류겠죠?
a fortune.
자기
really?
고양이를
That's
좋아한다고
interesting.
말했으니.
But he's mostly harmless. Today, he's the star. Tomorrow, someone else will be. And I think he already feels the rope around his neck.
He must feel a rope because he hired me to protect him tonight.
Oh, is that what this is about? That's why
그래서
they invited you
루푸스가
to the
시사회에
party.
초대를
I
한
wouldn't
거죠.
call it an
본인을.
invitation, more like an order. A stinky, dog-mouth-smelling order.
Well, it's understandable. Lupus is a great friend of the king. When he asks for a favor, it's only natural that Blood Boil would jump at the chance.
You know, my friend, I don't like the idea of us having to go to such lengths to curry favor with the crown. We used to be more independent.
No, you weren't, Sonny. You just weren't into politics.
I don't like it now either.
Life's not just laughter and rainbows, is it?
There are no rainbows in Clawville, Lewis. That's for sure.
수수께끼의 여인.
Listen, Lewis. Have you seen a strange woman
사마귀
coming and
여인이죠.
going lately?
Are you
이제
dating,
첫
Sonny?
번째 사건의 의뢰인이었는데
Are you?
No, it's not that. A woman came to see me in a black robe.
Oh, very mysterious.
She was. Only then she disappeared, just as mysteriously, like I was dreaming the whole thing.
I don't know. I didn't see anything like that. But like I said, most of the time I'm locked up in my suite or I'm abroad. I rarely walk the halls of the Atlas anymore.
Well, thanks anyway, pal.
You're welcome, Sonny.
새로운 참모 뭐 물어볼 게 많네요.
She appeared out of nowhere after her
전임자의 의문의 죽음을 맞이한 다음에 갑자기 등장했다. 이 너무 수상한데? 도입부부터가?
Well, the previous advisor was quite fond of life. They never found out what killed him exactly, but they found so many different substances in his system. It could have been anything.
I see. And that's when the new advisor came on the scene.
Partially.
수수께끼의 죽음 이후 등장한 참모.
How so?
Have you heard of the new Unity Church?
Oh, there are leaflets and
아,
posters
신통일교회.
everywhere.
It's an organization that welcomes members of all
가선단체.
other religions. They're a charity. They are working for a new, better world to come.
Yeah, at least that's the slogan.
Yeah, something like that.
So they twisted the king's head off with his bullshit.
Pretty much. But for now, he's only seen the upside. He's been showing up more and more in public. He's a generous benefactor.
지금은 긍정적인 점만
He
보인다.
advertises that
왕이
he's fighting the
대중한테
gangs.
모습을 보이고.
And the rest.
And you believe that?
Maybe I do. But that woman, there's something really weird about her. When you meet her in person, you'll understand.
Well, I can't wait.
Shall we go?
I think so.
가볼까?
Take a deep breath.
Hey, Sonny, everything all right?
Yeah, just,
You don't really like crowds, do you?
what? How do you know that?
I used to be like that. You get used to it. Take deep, long breaths slowly. If that doesn't help, spot an object in the room and focus all your attention on it.
What is this hocus pocus?
Just take my word for it. It'll help you.
Okay, thanks, I guess.
고맙군.
Now let's get going.
After you, Sonny.
먼저 가도록 했어. 새 목표, 새 단서, 새 항목 등재. 루푸스. 조용한 늑대, 유명한 만화책, 캐서지 로프스가 주연으로 분한 영화? 로 제작돼서 큰 성공을 거두었다. 전직 경찰관이 가면을 쓴 자연단이 돼서 클로빌의 범죄자를 공부다. 곤충 및 파충류 부족, 습지 부족 덕분에 하나로 통일. 게올록의 산생. 최근에 갑자기 등장한 종교. 부족한 기부금, 빈자 돕기 행사, 시끄러운 시위로 유명. 빠르게 부상 중. 교주는 젊은 여성 늑대인 레이디 케일라 스탠윅으로 교회와 알쏭달쏭한 비밀에 쌓였다. 여러 가지가 있군요. 해야 할 일이 산더미인 것 같습니다. 아티. 머리가 너무 리얼해.
Ah, have you finally found your lost love?
Don't be silly, Marty. I am not in a good mood.
Sonny's a little panicked about the party, but it's not that bad.
Hey, that's personal.
Was. Hi, Lewis.
Hey, Martin. Everything all right?
Sort of. I'm not sure where I'll sleep
뭐야,
tonight, but,
화해 못했어, 로라랑?
Yeah, I'm glad everyone's so happy today.
Looking normal, Sonny? I knew you weren't gonna dress up.
I'll do it at my funeral. But I see you didn't put in much effort either.
Well, how am I gonna look in a tux next to you, huh?
And Laura wasn't in the mood to iron your clothes, huh? Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to. It was a reflex.
As usual. But you're right, by the way.
You two haven't made up yet.
I wouldn't say that. It's a little more complicated, but I think I can stay. For a while.
Well, that's something, isn't it?
Yeah, well.
So, shall we go?
갈까?
Yep, let's get going.
그래, 가자. 그래도 이제 옷을 던지고 있진 않네요.
At least the rain of clothes is gone. I hope they don't predict another storm in the near future.
파티.
So, shall we go?
What? Bad memories of standing around here, huh?
Haha, you're very funny.
This is so exciting. I can't believe I'm on patrol with the chicken police.
It's just a ride, Lewis. Don't overreact.
You know what? Don't listen to him. I like your enthusiasm.
Thanks, Martin.
Huh? What is it?
Nothing. Nothing. Let's go.
파티. 가자. 상하 궁전으로 떠나면 될 것 같습니다. 오늘은 여기서 마치도록 할게요. 챕터 1이랑 챕터 2, 챕터 1 끝났고 챕터 2죠. 그래서 이렇게 오늘 여기까지 하고 마무리를 하면은 다음에 할 때 챕터 2를 마무리하고 끝낼 수 있을 것 같습니다. 분량상, 느낌상. 오늘은 조금 짧게 봤는데 이게 챕터가 하나가 끝나는 게 아니라 결국에는 모든 챕터가 다른 사건인 것처럼 보여도 마지막에는 큰 하나의 사건이 해결되는 일종의 엄청 큰 스토리인 것 같아요. 그죠? 그래서 이번에는 루프스를 경호하면서 이제 시사회도 가고 왕이랑 이야기도 나누면서 이제 뭐 어떤 일이 벌어지고 있는지 어떤 일이 생기게 될지는 다음에 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다. 재밌었고요. 퀘스트 같은 것도 해야겠네요. 좋습니다. 다음에 이어서 하도록 하자. 그래서 치킨 폴리스 인투 더 하이브 다음에 이어서 하도록 할게요. 감사합니다.